Harper Audio presents The Trouble with Mistletoe by Jill Shalvis, performed by Karen White. Chapter 1. #The Trouble with Mistletoe. The sun had barely come up, and Willa Davis was already elbow-deep in puppies and poo, a typical day for her. As owner of the South Park mutt shop, she spent much of her time scrubbing, cajoling, primping, hoisting, and more cajoling. She wasn't above bribing either, which meant she kept pet treats in her pockets, making her irresistible to any and all four-legged creatures within scent range. A shame, though, that a treat hadn't yet been invented to make her irresistible to two-legged male creatures as well. Now that would have been handy. But then again, she'd put herself on a man timeout, so she didn't need such a thing. Ruff! This from one of the pups she was bathing. The little guy wobbled in close and licked her chin. "That's not going to butter me up," she said, but it totally did. And unable to resist that base, she returned the kiss on the top of his cute little nose. One of Willa's regular grooming clients had brought in her 8-week-old heathens, golden retriever puppies. 6 of them. It was over an hour before the shop would open at 9 a.m., but her client had called in a panic because the pups had rolled in horse poo. God knew where they'd found horse poo in the Cow Hollow district of San Francisco. Maybe a policeman's horse had left an undignified pile in the street. But they were a mess. And now so was Willa. 2 puppies, even 3 were manageable, but handling 6 by herself bordered on insanity. "Okay, listen up," she said to the squirming, happily panting puppies in the large tub in her grooming room. "Everyone sit." 1 and 2 sat. 3 climbed up on top of the both of them and shook his tubby little body, drenching Willa in the process. Meanwhile, 4, 5, and 6 made a break for it, paws pumping, ears flopping over their eyes, tails wagging wildly as they scrabbled, climbing over each other like circus tumblers to get out of the tub. "Rory," Willa called out, "could use another set of hands back here." Or 3. No answer. Either her 23-year-old employee had her headphones cranked up to make me deaf, please, or she was on Instagram and didn't want to lose her place. "Rory!" The girl finally poked her head around the corner, phone in hand, screen lit. Yep, Instagram. "Holy crap," Rory said, eyes wide. "Literally." Willa looked down at herself. Yep, her apron and clothes were splattered with suds and water and a few other questionable stains that might or might not be related to the horse poo. She'd lay money down on the fact that her layered strawberry blonde hair had rioted, resembling an explosion in a down pillow factory. Good thing she'd forgone makeup at the early emergency call, so at least she didn't have mascara running down her face. "Help!" Rory cheerfully dug right in, not shying from getting wet or dirty. Dividing and conquering, they got all the pups out of the tub, dried, and back in their baby pen in 20 minutes. 1 through 5 fell into the instant slumber that only babies and the very drunk could achieve, but 6 remained stubbornly awake, climbing over his siblings, determined to get back into Willa's arms. Laughing, she scooped the little guy up. His legs bicycled in the air, tail wagging faster than the speed of light, taking his entire hind end with it. "Not sleepy, huh?" Willa asked. He strained toward her, clearly wanting to lick her face. "Oh, no, you don't. I know where that tongue's been." Tucking him under her arm, she carted him out front to the retail portion of her shop, setting him into another baby pen with some puppy toys, one that was visible to street traffic. "Now sit there and look pretty and bring in some customers, would you?" Panting with happiness, the puppy pounced on a toy and got busy playing as Willa went through her opening routine.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?